public because this main method is called by interpreter. So this you have to remember, main method is called by interpreter. So interpreter is another thing, we can consider it as a software. Interpreter is a software, and what we have written the file, see for example here in this screen we have written example1.java, that is the file. So example1.java is the different file, interpreter is the different file, both are different files. So interpreter will call the example1, that means in the example1 main method it will call. So if interpreter wants to call the main method which is present in example1, so that the main method should be declared as public. That is the meaning of public access specifier. Then coming to the static, so whenever a method is present inside the class, so by creating an object only we have to call the method. That is the concept of class and objects. We have to create an object of that class, then we have to call that method. But here interpreter will not create any object, directly it will call the main method. So if it calls directly main method without creating any object, that main method should be declared as static. Understood? So if you want to call a method which is present inside the class without creating any object, then you have to declare that method as static. So this is general rule in Java, and also in I think in C++ it will work. I think I didn't try, so when I get time I will try it in C++, but in Java it will work. So when we declare the method as a static without creating an object, we can call that method if it is present inside the class. That is the meaning of static. And coming to the word void, void meaning emptiness, nothing. Okay, so whenever a method is called, whenever a function is called, it will return a value. Okay, either integer value or character or floating point or double value or boolean value, anything. But main method will not return any value if it is declared as void. Not only main method, whichever method, if it is declared as void, it will not return any value. Okay, so here main method should return a value to the interpreter. So whichever the function is calling, for that function it should return the value. See, for example, see, whenever we discuss about functions, there will be two types of functions. One is calling and called. So calling function will call the called function. So value has to be returned from calling function to call function. So don't make confusion here. Just you remember, interpreter will call the main method. So for interpreter, it should return a value. If it is not returning any value, means that method should be declared as void. Not only in case of main method, in any method. So this is about public static void main. And about string class and ARGS, there is a program. Further, we'll get a program there. We will discuss. So now coming to this program, here we have one variable called NUM. That is the meaning number. So it is assigned the value 100. Then in the first println statement, it will print this is num. See, in the println statement, within the double quotes, there is a message. This is num colon and one space. So this will be printed as it is. This is NUM colon space. This much it will print. See, notepad is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is num colon space. This much it is printed. See, after that, we discussed in first program. No, sorry, this about plus. I don't think I have said about this. Okay, once again I will tell. So plus symbol is used to concatenate. That is to combine two strings. Okay, here we will get a question here. So in the double quotes, it is present. This is num colon space in double quotes. That is a string. Whereas the word NUM, it is not present in the double quotes. Okay. So we'll get a question that whether it is a string or not. But in Java, whatever we write in the system.out.println, that is in print or println function, we should consider it as a string. So then only it will work. So here NUM, if you observe the data type of NUM, it is integer. In the PPT you see, if you observe the data type of NUM, it is integer. But in the println statement, we want string. So what it will do, it will convert to string. So NUM will be converted to string and then it is concatenated. So here, this is num, it is a string, it will print as it is. Whereas the word NUM, which is not present in the double quotes, actually that it will take the value. The value is 100. So that will be converted to string and it is concatenated with the word this is, sorry, sentence, this is NUM. Okay, and that plus symbol will not print on the screen. So that you have to remember. On the output screen, that plus symbol will not print. Only the value of NUM will be printed. So the finally our output will be this is num colon space 100. So plus symbol is not printed. Okay. So then coming to the next line, num equal to num into 2. So normal calculation. So here I will write. So NUM equals to NUM into 2. This is normal calculation. So it will calculate in the same way. So 100 into 2. So final value of NUM equals to 200.
200.
Okay, so this will be calculated. And next, you observe the next println statement. See, there is a difference between first println statement and second. That is, in the first one, I have used print ln. Ln stands for next line. So after printing, this is num 100. So control will go to next line. Okay, on the output screen. So then it will go for system.out.print. Here, if you observe, there is no ln. Okay, so what it will do? This message will be printed. The value of num into 2 is. That means with colon and with blank space, it will print as it is. That is the value of NUM. See, at this point, it will not calculate. Remember, NUM into 2, this will not calculate because it is in double quotes. So if it is in double quotes, it will print as it is. You should not consider that it is calculated there. Okay, it will print as it is. So NUM into 2 is with colon and one blank space. This much it will print. So after printing this much, see if you observe the program, there is one more print statement, system.out.print. See that we have written separately. One more print statement we have written. That doesn't mean that one more line will get in the output. So it will not get one more line in the output because if you look at the previous print statement, there is no ln. So if it is ln, then it will go for the next line. If there is no ln, then it will not go for the next line in the output screen. Mouse control will be on the same line. That is the value of num into 2 is blank space. Here, mouse cursor, can you able to see mouse cursor? Here it is blinking. Understood?
Yes, sir.
There only control will be there. Mouse control will not go to the next line. So if it is there only, then in the program it will see what to print. So what to print? NUM. In the next print statement, there is a value NUM. So now the value of NUM is 200. It will print here this much. So the 200 will not print on the next line because there is no ln. And coming to the last print statement, if you use ln or if you don't use ln, both are same because we are not printing any more lines. So we are not executing print statements, any more print statements. So if you write ln also the same meaning. If you don't write ln also, it will be same meaning. If there are any more statements, then we have to decide whether we have to use ln or not. Okay. So this will be the output. This is num colon 100. The value of num into 2 is 200. So this much is the output. Okay. So I think I have written in the program. So you can copy the output also. Output you have copied?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So understood, right? Output. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So program you have understood, right? See here, you have to concentrate on print and println statement. That is very important. And one more thing is plus symbol. So still, if you have doubt about plus symbol, you just note down. Plus symbol is used to concatenate two strings, combine two strings. Okay. So here there is an explanation. Just I will read out. You just concentrate. From the above program, that is consider the line system.out.println. This is num colon within double quotes and plus num. In the above statement, the plus sign causes the value of num to be appended. Appended is nothing but combined or concatenated to the string that precedes it. Precedes means whatever the string comes before. Prefix, precede. So both are same. Whatever the string comes before, for that it will append. So the string which is before num is this is num. This is num is the string. For that it will append. Here num is first converted from an integer into string equivalent. See, this sentence is very, very important because num holds the integer value. So if it holds the integer value, then we will get a question in the println statement. We have to supply the string value, but 100 is the integer value. So what it will do? First integer value is converted into string equivalent, then concatenated with the string that precedes it, resulting string is the output. So finally we'll get the output as a string. Then consider the line system.out.println, the value of num into 2 is. Then system.out.println num. So I said last sentence, if you use ln or if you use only print, both are same. Here the built-in method print is used to display the string. The value of num into 2 is. The string is not followed by the new line. The print method is just like println, except it does not output a new line character after each call. See, from this screen, you can note down only first println explanation. That is enough, because the next println, it's very simple. You can remember. Here the important statement is uh, two things about plus symbol and integer value is converted into string equivalent. These two you note down. Note down and tell me. Just 1 minute, I will go to the previous screen. Ashwini, what is your doubt?
Sir, in this last program, sir,
Okay.
that system.out.println also we can use, and later in after double quotes we can use plus num also.
1 minute. This program,
Yes, sir.
first println statement you are telling.
After so second println.
Second println, okay. System dot out dot
Yes. Println, and here after double quotes we can use plus
plus
num
none.
also.
Yeah, yes, you can use that. It is not a problem. So same output you will get. Only thing is, in order to explain about only print without ln, they have given the statement. Okay, understood, right? Hello,
Sir.
you got it right?
Yes, sir, I know.
You can use
Thank you, sir.
print ln. You can use. It is not a problem. To explain about print, they have given two statements.
Yes, sir.
So you have copied this screen.
No, sir.
No, entire thing you need not, because it's very simple. About plus symbol and about that first, it is converted from integer to string equivalent. That sentence you copy. I think it's enough. More than
Okay, sir.
enough. Plus sign causes the value of num to be appended to the string, and num is first converted from an integer into string equivalent, and then concatenated with the string that precedes it, resulting the string is the output. That much if you copy, it's enough. Finished?
No, sir. I have done, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Finished, right?
I have copied, sir. Don't know about rest, sir.
Completed, sir.
Okay, fine. So we will move further. This is about output they're telling. Okay. Now coming to the keywords, I think in your syllabus, um, the topic name is buzzwords. I think, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is nothing but keywords. Okay, these are the keywords which are present in the Java. Uh, See, keywords when we write a when we write programs further. So we will come to know which are the keywords and all. If you want, you can copy. Otherwise, directly we'll move to the next screen. Only thing is the last sentence they have given. In addition to the keywords, Java reserves the following: true and false. These are values defined by Java. That means true and false they have not given in the keywords list, but these are the values. True and false we have to use as it is. That is written in small letters, and value we cannot change. True and false. So that one you copy it. Enough. Keywords program by program we will come to know which are the keywords. I will be telling in every program I will tell him which are the keywords. Okay. Last two sentence you copy. In addition to the keywords, Java reserves the following: true and false. These values are defined by Java. These are the values defined by Java. Those two sentences you copy. In addition to keywords, Java reserves the following that you copy. True and false. These are values defined by Java.
Completed, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so we will move to the next topic, data types and variables. Okay, you can copy this topic, like you can call it as like chapter only, or else you just call it as topic. Take note of topic name, data types and variables. Okay, listen. See here, Java defines 8 simple or elemental types of data: byte, short, int, long, char, float, double, and boolean. See, these are all keywords. So I'll be telling which are the keywords because you didn't copy the keywords. So in every screen, whenever we come across the keywords, I'll tell you. So all are keywords here: byte, short, int, long, char, float, double, and boolean. So these can be put into 4 groups. Okay. So there are 8. So that are put into 4 groups. Integers. So in integers, we have byte, short, int, long. Okay. See, listen. In case of C++, this short and long were modifiers. Those are not data types. Modifiers. Modifiers meaning modifiers are used to change the meaning of the basic data types. Change the means we cannot change like from int to float or float to int. That is not the meaning. Changing the meaning of basic data type means changing the size of the data type. Size of the data type means, for example, if int have 2 bytes, we can make it as 4, and if int have 4 bytes, we can make it as 2. So similarly, if you use a double, it will the actual size will be doubled like that. Okay, that is meaning of changing the meaning of basic data type. Okay, so short, long, unsigned, these were modifiers in the C++ subject. So here it is direct data types. So it is put into integers: byte, short, int, and long. Then floating point numbers. Floating point numbers data types are float and double. So character, CHAR, character set like letters and numbers. Then boolean to represent true false values. The simple types represent single values, not complex objects. In Java, simple types are not objects. See, in Java, everything is an object concept we have learned, but these 8 data types are not object. That you have to remember. See, if you look at the programs in the first program and in the second program, in the main method, we have come across string args. Are you remembering string args? There, string is a class name, args is an object. String is a class name plus object. You remember, string is a class name plus object. Sorry, string is a class name plus data type. That is called as data type as well as class name. And args is an object. But here, these 8 data types, these are not objects. So that you have to remember, these are not objects. So they are telling in Java, simple types are not objects, they are basic types only. Okay, you can copy this screen. So with respect to this slide, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall I move to the next screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here, about integers they are explaining. In Java, int is always 32 bytes, 32 bits, regardless of the platform. Because in C++ it was differing. For 16-bit machine, it was taking 16 bits, that is 2 bytes. For 32-bit machine, it was taking 32 bits, 4 bytes, like that, depending on the machine. 16-bit machine, 32-bit machine. But here what they are saying, in Java, int is always 32 bits, regardless of the particular platform. About byte, so byte is 8-bit type, that is 1 byte. So I hope you know about memory. 8 bits equal to 1 byte. So 8 bits equal to 1 byte. So 16 bits equal to 2 bytes in that way. So byte is 8-bit type. Example of declaring 2 byte variables. See, byte is a data type, b comma c, b and c are variables. So once again I tell, byte is a data type, b and c are variables. See, whenever you come across See, whenever you come across data type and variable concept, you have to remember this general formula. Data type, variable. So this helps a lot. Okay, when we declare classes and objects also, by using this concept only, we will write. So data type, variable. So here byte is a data type, b and c are variables. So this is one formula. This is one type of formula when we use variables. So another type of formula is, so data type v1, v2, v3 to vn. So this is another type of formula. So by using the second type of formula, that is syntax, we can say b comma c. B and c are the variables, byte is the data type. Then short data type is 16-bit type, 2 bytes. Example of declaring variables is short s. So short t. Short is a data type, s is a variable. Here s and t both are variables. Int 32-bit type, 4 bytes. Example for declaring variables is int a. So two separate variables we have declared. Long 16-bit type, 8 bytes. Examples for declaring variables is, see, we have used the data type long. So days, seconds, distance, these are the variables. So for all the things, you have to remember these two formulas, and one more formula is there, that is the syntax. So you can say data type. If I say v1 variable and value 1, okay, comma v2 variable and value 2, so up to n. So vn equals to value n. So instead of copying this screen, we can copy this much, so that for every data type you can remember this formula. You just copy. So I can say this is syntax or general form to declare variables. So just copy whatever it is present in the notepad. So with this, you will understand that PPT also. So data type variable, data type v1 to vn. So where v1, v2 are variables. In notepad, font size is okay. Is it visible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if it is not clear, then you can tell me. I will increase the font size.
Okay, sir.
Finish writing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this screen need not copy. So by remembering those three formulas, syntax, you can write any data type and variable. So remember the data types. That's all. Byte, short, int, long, character, float, double, and boolean. Then these are just the example they have given and the amount of memory it is taking. Okay. Then coming to the floating point. So float 32 bits of storage, 4 bytes. Example same. Float high, float low. Variables you can write anything. One more important point to remember that I will be keep on telling in every screen. So variable is an identifier. So this point I will be telling because whenever you write variables, so you should know how to write. So generally, what we do, we will just by heart. That means we will remember. That's all. So for this, for this program, I have to use these variables. For this program, I have to use these variables. So no need to remember. Just you follow the identifier rules and you can write on your own. So if you are not knowing, then you just write it. Variable is an identifier. So identifier rules you have to remember. Blank spaces not allowed. Starting character should not be digit. Keywords not allowed. Special characters except underscore is not allowed. So if you remember these rules, you can write variable name as you wish. Okay. Then coming to the float. So two variables are given, high and low. Then again for double, pi and radius. So it stores 64 bits of storage. So this is about int and float. Coming to the characters. So characters is somewhat special in Java. Okay. So if we look at the PPT, CHAR in Java is not the same as CHAR in C or C++. So CHAR is 8 bits wide, that is 1 byte. But explanation they are given. In Java, it uses Unicode to represent characters. Unicode defines a fully international character set that can represent all the characters found in all human languages. Okay. So whenever we use CHAR data type, so this much we have to remember. So it can represent all the characters found in all human languages. In Java, char is 16-bit type, 2 bytes. The range of CHR is 0 to 65536. So only about character data type you write, because about float you know float and double just by remembering the syntax you can write the examples, but about characters you have to write this sentence. Okay, that means it will store all the characters found in all human languages. In that way they have designed. Okay, so you note down about character data type from this slide.
Completed copying, sir.
Okay. See, 1 minute. Vaishnavi is there? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Right. Okay, this is the example of CHR uh, data type. I think some of you have
Me
copied
and
this.
Amita, sir.
You want to right?
Yeah.
So remaining students, you copy this program. I will explain. So it will end the meeting in 1 minute. So later I will again reconnect.